This is a SnapEd New York video presentation.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, SnapEd educator with Cornell Cooperative Extension, and today we'll be talking about tomatoes. The My Plate suggests to make half of your plate fruits and vegetables. Luckily, they come in a variety of colors, flavors, and textures, so even if you didn't like one fruit or vegetable, you might like another one. But with all this variety, it can be hard to keep track of how to store and use each one. That's why in today's video, we'll be highlighting a popular vegetable or fruit. Well, we'll get into that later. From the store to your kitchen to your plate, you'll learn how to get the most out of your tomatoes while saving some money along the way. While tomatoes are botanically a fruit, based on its nutrient content, it actually falls under the vegetable food group. Out of the 5 vegetable subgroups, tomatoes and 100% tomato juice belong to the red and orange group. No surprise there. Red fruits and vegetables get their color from lycopene, an antioxidant that helps keep your heart and immune system healthy. Our bodies don't make lycopene, so we need to get it from our fruits and vegetables like tomatoes. Beefsteak, Roma, cherry, and grape are all different types you can choose from. Depending on the recipe, you might grab a certain type for its size or texture. Beefsteak tomatoes are larger and most commonly used on sandwiches because of their size. Roma tomatoes are slender and firm. These are great to cook with and make into a sauce. And then there's cherry and grape tomatoes, the smallest variety with the least water. I especially like these as a fresh snack or on a salad. Whatever type you decide to buy, look for brightly colored tomatoes with shiny skins. They should be soft, heavy for their size, and firm. Size is not the best indicator for ripeness, but smell is. So give it a good sniff. If it doesn't smell like a tomato, it'll probably have a bland flavor. Tomatoes are available all year round, but their peak season is around June to August, depending on where you live. This is where they'll likely be cheaper, fresher, and tastier. In the more expensive off-season, canned tomatoes are a great cost-effective alternative. They'll last longer on the shelf and require little preparation. Try to find these with no salt added or labeled low sodium. At home, keep your tomatoes at room temperature, away from direct sunlight, and use them within a few days. It's best not to store whole ripe tomatoes in the fridge, since cold temperatures may destroy their fantastic flavor. Overripe tomatoes that are soft to the touch should be kept in the fridge to slow down spoilage. To keep tomatoes fresh for as long as possible, store them unwashed and do not stack them on top of each other. Bruised tomatoes tend to rot quicker, but don't throw them out just yet. They'll still be great to cook with. Before you start cooking though, wash your hands with warm water and soap for at least 20 seconds. Then rinse your tomatoes under cool running water while gently rubbing the skins of excess dirt. Pat dry with a clean paper towel. And now you can cut off any bruised and cracked areas. As there are many varieties of tomatoes, there are also many ways of preparing and cutting them. But I know from first-hand experience, cutting tomatoes is not always the easiest. To make it easier on yourself, try to use a sharp knife. Using a dull knife on a tomato will leave a mushy mess all over your cutting board. Plus, dull knives are more likely to slip and cause injury. Now, let's go over some easy ways to cut a tomato. First is sliced. Use these to liven up a cold or hot sandwich. I like adding mine to grilled cheeses and burgers for extra flavor. Next is cutting into wedges. These are great for salads. Try out this classic combination: tomato wedges, low-fat mozzarella cheese, and a pesto or balsamic drizzle. This quick and delicious side dish includes 2 of the 5 food groups, making it a more nutrient-dense option. The last method I'll be showing you is dicing. Add these to almost any dish, fresh or cooked. Maybe toss them into a tomato sauce. Sauces and juices tend to have less fiber than whole produce. So whether you're making your own sauce or buying low-sodium pre-made sauce, try to add chunks of tomatoes and other vegetables to boost the nutrient content and fiber. Or turn your diced tomatoes into a homemade salsa. Add some chopped red onions, maybe some peppers, spicy or not, and some herbs like cilantro. Sometimes I'll even add black beans, corn, and avocado to vary my vegetables and make it tastier. It's so simple to make and probably healthier than store-bought alternatives. And remember, always refrigerate leftovers or cut produce within 2 hours. So that's tomatoes, a juicy vegetable with lots of possibilities. I hope in today's video you learned a little bit more about how to buy, store, and prep tomatoes in affordable and tasty ways. If you are looking for more ideas on how to incorporate tomatoes into your meals, check out snapedny.org.
Thank you for joining us today. We know the healthy choice isn't always the easiest choice, but small changes can make a big difference. Start today by getting involved with SNAP Ed New York. This program is free for those who qualify or receive SNAP benefits. We want to help you save time, save money, and eat healthy. Learn how SNAP Ed can make a difference in your life. For more information and to find your local program, visit snapedny.org. This material is funded by USDA's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. SNAP. This institution is an equal opportunity provider.